So I found me a park to walk by, but quite honestly it's really wet, so I don't know how much chatting I'm going to be able to do. But I just wanted to catch up with you quickly because I've obviously moved now and I've settled in. I've been here nearly a week. I've settled into my room nearly. I do feel like I've landed in Middle England. Where I live, I feel like I've landed in Middle England. Do you know what I mean? It's a little village and it's very multicultural, don't get me wrong. I mean, it's very sedate and very quiet, and people are very respectful, and it's nice. The teenagers are a bit loud at night, but I think you get that everywhere, especially in villages, don't you? Because teenagers struggle with having anything to do these days. There's no community centres or anything for them, so they're a bit noisy on their bikes. But all in all, it feels like a very safe place, and I do like living there. I feel safe, which is very, very nice. So around here there are lots of pockets of these little parks. This one's like a wildfowl one, and just everywhere you walk. I'm close to Stoke-on-Trent, and the buses are okay, they work. They're not the big buses like you used to get in Manchester or Liverpool, that if you didn't catch one there was always another one or another number or something that would get you where you're going. In Liverpool I had 4 or 5 that would get me home, but here they're the smaller D&G buses, smaller buses. And there has been a couple that haven't turned up, but I've been warned about that, so I've accepted it. Yeah, you accept changes, and that's one I've accepted because I love walking anyway. But yeah, lots and lots of little pockets of parks. It's lovely. So when I arrived here on a bus, on a train first and then on a bus, I bussed down to Hanley. Can't remember why. I think I got on the 99. Where would I have landed? I can't quite remember now. Gosh, that's sad. I can't remember how I came to land here. But anyway, I landed at Hanley before I went to my rental, and it was a really bitterly cold day, and it was full of homeless and people on drugs and people drinking alcohol walking around, and I thought, oh, this is not a good place. Another poverty struck terrible place. But I was actually wrong, because I went back the other day and it was a lovely sunny day, and I went back into Hanley and I had to walk round, and if you move away from the bit I was walking where obviously they do hang out, it's a really, really cool little town. It's got lots of little quirky things, like a quirky market that sells homemade, what do you call it, like Etsy stuff, people have made themselves, and it's got old buildings, and it's very clean, and it's got this huge bus station which I didn't know existed. I think it's called Stoke-on-Trent bus station. As far as I can work out, Stoke-on-Trent is a rambling area. It's not like a town like Liverpool or Manchester. It's like a rambling area. So Stoke-on-Trent is over there, it's over there, it's over there. So many different places. So there's not one area that's actually Stoke-on-Trent. But there was this big bus station. There's some guys working down there, so I'm not going to go down there. So there's a big bus station, and it's warm and cosy in there, and there's buses to everywhere, so that's going to be one of my points to go to when I want to travel further afield. I've been to Newcastle-under-Lyme. That's a great little town. I thought it might be really big, but it's quite big, but not very big. I've been into Greg's 3 times, and I've always come across the same homeless people sitting in there. So it's and I know the homeless. I know you probably think, well, how does she know the homeless? Because I do, I know them. I've sort of lived amongst them in my own way. And there's this lady that I buy tea for, when I see her, when I'm going there and I see her in there, I put it on the tab at Greg's, because Greg's do an awful lot of that. They care about their homies in there. They're lovely, they're quiet, they're sitting there, they drink their tea and they have a little huddle around the table and they natter, and they're lovely people. These are one's not particularly heavily on drugs or anything. The lady there, she's got a knitted seagull. The first thing she said to me is, meet Stephen. And I looked at him, and I'm stupid, and I said, Stephen? She said, yeah, Stephen Seagull. And I said, oh my God, that's what I call all the seagulls when I see them as well, because it's Stephen Seagull, isn't it? So we had a laugh about that, and ever since then, every time I see her, I buy her a little cup of tea. And so yeah, Newcastle's it's got a great library. I sit in there. I've sat in there and whiled away a few hours in the cold while I was waiting for the bus to come and take me back to my home. And yeah, I'm just settling in now. I'm a lot happier. I think you can see I'm a lot fitter as well already. I'm still very, very unfit. I mean, my muscles have given way. I've got no strength in my arms. My back still aches, but mentally, I mean, when you look at those videos of me, it's quite scary, some of them. I've been obviously sorting them out and uploading them for you to watch. And some of them are quite scary. I was quite psychologically, I don't know what the word is, you know, I was struggling with my mental health, wasn't I? With so many things. I was having little conversations in cupboards, and I was sitting on the stairs, and you know, that man had driven me. Maybe some of his drugs as well, because when I went down to the YHA, which I've got a video of, for the 3 days, I was so ill there. I just wanted to stay in bed, but I couldn't. They chuck you out. You have to come and clean the room. So I was out there and I was just walking around and I was dying, and I thought, oh, just let me get through this. And I did. So anyway, I'm here and things are a lot better, and I've emailed the landlord. He seems to have accepted. I've emailed the landlord. He seems to have accepted that I'm not staying now. I've told him, I gave him a long essay about all the things, and I sent him little videos of the keys and things. And I've just got an email back from him saying, well, Dan has left. Regards, Mr. Khan. I thought, wow, that's all you're going to say? Good for you. Leave me alone and go away. I'm hoping he'll leave it like that, but I've got a lot of videos of a lot of nights, or you've seen them, cut them down obviously, but there's a lot of videos, and a lot of videos that I uploaded to you guys and put into a story, they were mainly taken for the landlord, just to back up my struggles, but they come together as a good story, and it gets you, hang on, I'm just going past these houses, I don't really want to chat in front of people. So yeah, they turn into a story, and it shows you sort of the struggles that I went through, and everything that happened, and so that you know how bad it was. It was so bad. It got so bad. I've never had anything that bad in my life, I don't think. There was a time when I was living in a hotel area, and we had a break-in from a girl that worked there, and she stole all my belongings, and we were hiding in another room, but she never tried that room. I'll tell you that story another time. So I've been in a few scrapes. I always seem to manage to get out of them. I've got angels looking after me, that's for sure. But yeah, so here I am in my new place. I'll get some walking videos done soon. It's a bit of a rainy day today, so it's not been good for a walking video. I'm just going to walk up to this co-op now, do some shopping, and then head back to my place and sort things out a bit more, and upload my videos and sort my videos out. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send this out first, just to let you know that I'm alright and that I have put videos together, and then I'm going to upload the stories every sort of 3 days, so that it doesn't get lost. So I loaded them all together at my last place tonight. But this time I'm going to load them over 3 days because it's sort of like a story that grew and grew and grew. And the only way to really understand it is to watch a bit of one and then a bit of the next. So if you come in 3 videos down, you might not understand what I was saying. There's someone coming. Yeah, so I had some walkers there. So like I'm saying, you know, I'm going to upload the videos and try to watch them. I'm going to put video numbers by them as well so that you get which video you should be watching first. So I'll have video 1, which is the one you should watch first, etc., with the title, just to make it easier for anybody who comes in late. And maybe you'll understand, and maybe if you've missed one and you think I can't remember which video I watched, you'll be able to watch them. But it sort of goes through a timeline. I think that's quite important from start to finish. So I'll get this uploaded, then I'll start uploading my story. Oh, ratty. I thought it was a squirrel, but it's a rat. I don't know if we can catch him anywhere. Hey, ratty. There's so many of them now, they don't scare me anymore. It's not scary on its own. He's gone. Yeah, so I'll catch you all, guys. Catch you all soon. Take care.